I was taken with the first page. I was emotional. And that's hard to do, to emote emotion off of just a page in a script. And to do so early in a script, a lot of times you can build something to the point where you're terribly moved. But his writing was very precise, and a man who we find him is on the darkest day of his life. He's lost his longtime partner. Turns out he's also had another significant loss, his daughter, his only child, which you never recover from. So when we find this man, he is broken. Michael keeps this right on its edge, and what happens is this man continues to raise this child only to be confronted by the other half of the family that represents the father that biologically is the father of this child, because to this point he hasn't been involved. So he's really basically a biological father. The daughter has died, and this child has been raised in this home by these two grandparents. Now there's one, and it happens to be me, and my skill set is not great. My love is great, but my skill set's not. She really commands the screen and ran her family, runs them into the ground, runs them ragged, holds their ears between her fingers, so to speak. So we really needed that strength, and what she's managed to do is iconic, and it does fall on women sometimes to raise a whole family, and she does it so. Octavia stepped into that role and basically has held that family by the bootstraps. The world that she provides is a world that Elliot doesn't completely understand. He just is afraid of it. He's afraid of South Central. But he doesn't, he knows his own world, and he thinks his fence and his alarms will keep her safe. He thinks that music lessons will give her culture, and arrange parties where children come over is what he's going to have to do. But he's not completely equipped. This is a beautiful family down there. Their family has flaws, okay? Just like my family has flaws. And so black and white gets a little gray. There's a quietness in her that can be really appealing and show the pain. There's that little girl quality leaps out, and we managed to find that. Mike has done an incredible job with her, and we needed for her to be great. We did. We didn't need for her to be average in a great part. She was great in a great part. There's something absolutely unique about him as a writer and as a director, and he's not only a formidable comic and recognized by other comics as a stand-up, he is on the verge of being iconic, if you ask me, because of his ability to actually direct. So he's gone another step above and beyond. This guy has really directed a beautiful movie. He has managed this set, and I think everything that Mike knows came into focus for this movie. What a find he is. I mean, he's been a good screen partner. He's been fun for me off camera. He has a tremendous following in the comedy world, but they're going to be surprised at how really great he is in this movie. And I hope that his base does come to this movie. And whether they do or not, those that find Bill and are unaware of his comedy are going to see him as a very empathetic character with a tough job, which is, trying to hold on to a functioning alcoholic. I think that's what can make this movie classic, are these themes where we want to recognize our own love and our own loss. And that Elliot's not a mean guy. Elliot has experienced powerful loss, and he's angry. It starts a conversation in a very unique way, in a voice, in a weird philosophy that comes out from a guy in a burst in the courtroom that really, I think, has meaning to people around the world, which is, it's not my first thought that counts. It's my second and my third and my fourth. And those are the thoughts that will define me as somebody who is tolerant or somebody who is ignorant or worse, a racist.